With San Francisco set to face off against the Lions, many have started to question who's going to start at the left tackle position for them. Their starter in previous weeks and Spencer Burford is out, and even Colton McKivitz is injured. So in this video, I want to dive into the player that's most likely going to start against the Lions and Charlie Heck, and if he can be a solution to their tackle problems. On Christmas Day, San Francisco decided to sign Heck off the Cardinals practice squad in order to deal with the Jalen Moore injury, Trent Williams injury, basically the injuries across their offensive line. And while it's definitely not ideal to start someone that you just signed a couple of days ago, at least Heck does have familiarity with this offense as he was drafted by the Houston Texans and Bobby Slowick. So let's dive into his film on the year to see what player San Francisco is getting and maybe how they can scheme around him. Starting out with Heck in the passing game, San Francisco definitely can't keep him out on the edge by himself. They need to mix in chips, basically anything they can do to help him. Perhaps where he struggles the most is against bull rushes or any type of power rush move. He comes in at 6'8", so it makes it extremely easy for the defender to get under his pads and drive his way back into the quarterback. On this play, for instance, you can see how the Lions defensive end gets inside his chest and then explodes through his hips, which proves to be too much for Heck. Another area he struggles in this aspect is how narrow his base is. You can see how he's just getting walked right back into the quarterback. As far as his pass set goes against the speed rush, he needs to do a better job of shooting a 45-degree angle and then cutting off the defensive end, especially when they're lined so far outside like Hutchinson is on this play. Then you can see how he struggles with his hands as they're swiped away by Hutchinson before he gets his outside shoulder, and Murray's lucky he's able to get it off on this play. Another area I noticed Heck really struggled with in his pass sets is allowing defenders to get inside his chest. Here on the spin move from Hutchinson, for instance, look how late he is to punch him. He allows him to make initial contact, and at that point, Hutchinson has already won this rep. It doesn't matter if he would have used a spin move, a bull rush move, he's getting to the quarterback. What I'd like to see instead is this back chipping Hutchinson, and I know it looks like 44 is coming on a blitz, but you need to help out Heck throughout this game if San Francisco hopes to not get Purdy hurt. You're probably thinking it would be a good idea for San Francisco to run a lot this game, but the only issue with that idea is Heck might even be worse in his run blocks and his pass protection. In a similar way as I highlighted earlier, due to his length, he can't get the leverage under smaller opponents, which just causes him to be driven back too many times, and often the defender he's supposed to block makes the tackle. On this zone run, for instance, Heck is responsible for hooking this man, but he gets no drive, it gets driven into the backfield and then can't sustain his block, and ultimately 72 makes the tackle on the back on this play. So I think if San Francisco wants to have success in the running or passing game, they're going to need to double team the lineman Heck is lined up against, or at the very least chip him. But ultimately, these are just some of my thoughts about Charlie Heck most likely starting for San Francisco at tackle, and I'd like to hear your thoughts down below. It would also mean a ton to me if you could like and subscribe, and as always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.